That's it.
Beautiful.
There we go. So what I'm going to try and do this time is because Blav have already sent me the recording of the one that just went horribly wrong with the sound. So what I can do is download it as an MP4, and then I can cut it and change it, and make it a better video. So edit it effectively. So we can do the same here. I can just chop this front end off, which would be good.
Beautiful.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah. So yeah, we were talking about affiliate marketing. If you're just starting out, or yeah, if you're starting out, would you say that affiliate marketing is probably one of the best business models that you can start with?
Absolutely. I mean, a
Coffee
lot of
time.
it is low to no cost. I mean, it just requires your time more, more than anything else. And it's
Mm,
always, to me, that's how I've learned how to do everything I do is really from affiliate marketing. It's just,
mm,
learning, from other people's mistakes, what things didn't work, and some things that what were working that I applied to myself that have now, helped, sharper emails, become successful. So
yeah.
absolutely, I think it's a great beginning for anybody that's just, even just to maybe have more self confidence in yourself, just to go out there and talk to people, even if
Yeah.
you're not selling anything, just to kind of get out there,
Yeah.
sell yourself,
And
anything.
I think eventually as well is with if you're promoting an affiliate product, or if you start promoting a few affiliate products that are maybe under the same in the same niche, you can very quickly start to see the shortcomings of those products, and then all of a sudden you get product ideas yourself, and then
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of a natural progression that you start to think about becoming a product creator yourself, and then getting people affiliates to promote your business that way. So I think affiliate marketing is a really great way to start because, as you said, it's low cost or no cost because we know that you can promote everything that you do online for free if you know where to look. Including autoresponders and things like that, which you've just got to have. You can do them for free, or you can do them at the low cost if you know where to look. You can do everything probably for a budget of around, and I'm including quality paid targeted traffic in this, probably
Right.
around about $200, $250 a month. You can get some really good traffic.
And I think a lot of people that's kind of, we talk about shortcomings with affiliate marketing. I think that's one of the things that no one really understands is that it does take a little bit of money,
Yeah,
but you can really stretch your dollars on doing it. Like, say for instance, one of the things that we figured out here not too long ago is Bing is actually a lot cheaper option than going, through Facebook or going through Google.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And you're getting the same, actually sometimes a better quality um, click than you would be with Google or with Facebook.
yeah,
And it's those little things that can take your affiliate marketing really to the next level.
yeah.
But those are things that your upline is never going to tell you. They're not going to tell you like, hey, listen, like when we start off with ours, it's like, day one we're going to do this.
Mm.
Day two you do this, day three you do this, day four. So you start to build a momentum. And I think a lot of the times when you do affiliate marketing, you're in one or two positions. You either just lost your job and this two, three, four, whatever you invested into it, you literally have to make money within the first week. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen.
Mm. Yeah, I'd agree.
It's just it's not going to happen.
Mm.
Or you are working at your full-time job, right? And you buy this product because your friend is doing it or your neighbor is doing it, and you see that they have a little bit of success. So you get involved. And what happens is that a lot of times their success that they had was just kind of dumb luck more
Mm.
than anything else. There
Yeah,
wasn't a process to follow. And then you have it for a month or something like that. And then one or two things happen. Either you say, oh, this is a scam, or you try to get a refund and they don't refund your money, then you say this is totally a scam.
mm.
So it's like I think one of the first steps that you have to have in a successful affiliate marketing business, whatever it is to have you expectations. and to make sure they're not lofty expectations. Like, okay, so I know that this is not going to make $100 the first day. It's not going to happen. This may not make money for 3 weeks. It may not happen. You know, and I think that you need to have that mindset. So I think that's why a lot of people give up so quick in this game. And just like we talked about on our last conversation, the shiny object syndrome, because they don't give the product or the service, whatever it is that they're selling, enough time to kind of build momentum.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because of the things we talked about, like Bing and, you know, having an autoresponder and getting leads and knowing your product and knowing what other products are out there that are like yours, so you can, you know, do a compare and contrast with someone who you're selling to that may know a little bit about the industry. You know, having that knowledge. You know, and I think that's kind of an important thing to do, is to, when you're in your affiliate marketing, is to do your research and to make sure that you're giving your product enough time to be successful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't do that.
I think one of the reasons why sometimes affiliate marketing, you could say, doesn't work is people make an assumption that it's going to be something that you do for 10, 15 minutes a day, you know. And it's interesting when you start looking to promote particular affiliate products in whatever niche, because there are some great products out there, but right at the bottom on the website, there's always that disclaimer that says that you may or may not make any money doing this product, promoting this product. And the thing is that a lot of people treat it like a hobby, and you know, and it's really not. You've got to do the work, and it's once you've got the system in place and your marketing system, whether or not, you know, a daily routine. You know, you get up and you're in front of your laptop or in front of your desktop or whatever, and then between 9 a.m. and 9:15, you're catching up with emails from the previous day. From 9:15 to 9:45 or something like that, you're preparing your email blast, your email broadcast to go out to your list. So that's then ready for the rest of the day. Then the following hour or so after that, you're looking at your data and statistics and tracking and seeing what's worked from the following day. So you've got to have a set routine. If you don't have that, you know, if all of a sudden you get tweets come in and then Facebook starts pinging at you in the background, you never actually get any work done. What's something that's really good is that we use is Pomodoros. So it's just like a little timer on the screen, and mine's set for 50 minutes. So I'll work for 50 minutes, and then I get a little alarm come up on the screen, and then I'll walk away for 10 minutes, go and have a cup of coffee or go out into the garden or something like that, just to take a break from it, because that way you refresh your mind. And then when you come back and you start again, then you're into another task, and you get so much more done. You know, productivity goes way, way up if you do.
Well,
you have a set routine. Yeah. That's it. That's the key to it, really.
And I think that's something that really misses, because, like, I'll give you an example, like how I, you know, like a recruiting tool that people will do in affiliate marketing or in the MLM. I'm kind of putting those two together. Is you'll talk to somebody who has been doing it for, they're usually new. They've been doing it either for 1 to 3 months, or they've been doing it for 4 years. There's no middle ground. They've been just started, or they've been doing it forever.
Yeah.
And what they do is they paint this picture like, oh yeah, you know, and they usually just got back from a conference, you know, either in Vegas, wherever they went, and like, oh man, there's so many people making money with this, and you know, you just got to just, you know, work the system. You got to get in front of this many people, and da. But they don't tell you, okay, so let's say you got to get in front of 90 people. Let's just say that, right? So that's either 90 cold calls, 90 cold emails, or you're going out in public trying to recruit. Or in affiliate marketing, what you're trying to do is you're joining Facebook groups, you're joining, you know, getting on Twitter, you're getting on YouTube, you're getting on Blabs, like what we're doing, and you're pitching your product.
Yeah.
Right. But when you're doing stuff like that, especially let's say you're joining groups on Facebook, right? I know you have a group that does 30 or 40,000 people on it.
Yeah.
And you know, as well as I do, you know, all they do is just put their product out there, and they expect it just to make them money, you know? It's just like, if you have a website, you just expect it to, you put a website on, oh, I have a great website, it should just make money. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to have interested parties going to your site, clicking through your product. Or if you have an MLM, you have to have somebody who's interested in making money or interested in your product in front of you for you to close them.
Yeah.
Essentially that's what it comes down to.
And a lot of it as well is thinking about the products. Facebook, in our Facebook group, we've got 33,500 people on it. When I look at the products that are being advertised on there, you've got to kind of think about, if I'm going to be promoting a product on our group, then I've got to be thinking about, what do the people who are promoting products on our Facebook group, what are they looking for? Now, 9 times out of 10, they've already got a business that they're promoting, an affiliate product, or even a product of their own or something like that. So what they don't want, and if we're using it as we use Facebook for list building, what they don't need to see is another ad for another product. What they need to see is a product that's going to help the product that they're promoting. So one of the great ones that's worked really well for us in list building is to promote how to get a traffic product, because that's of benefit to them. So, if you start thinking about, when you're using groups and things like that, what is actually going to help the group as opposed to what is going to help you, then it kind of rolls back and it does start to help you. So it's rather than just grabbing a product off of ClickBank or JVZoo or a CPA product or something like that and sticking it on a Facebook group because the sales page looks really nice, chances are that's not actually going to do you any good. You need to go into the group and figure out what's going to help the group. And when you do that, that's when Facebook group posting really works.
Well, and that's a good point. Is I think a lot of the times when we do affiliate marketing, right, the only thing we're really looking at is making money. We don't really, a lot of the times, if you actually talk to an affiliate about what is the product that you sell, what is it really? Is it a service or is it a product? And a lot of times they can't even answer that question. So because they can't answer that question, how are you going to promote? Because you promote a product completely different than you promote a service. Like the features and benefits are going to be different. So just like, okay, we'll say it rhymes with mentor of emails, right? That's a service, essentially. It's not a product. It's a service.
You're going to get us kicked off of this, don't you?
Yeah. I'm just being honest what's out there right now.
That's true.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's a service. It's not a product, really, if you look at it.
Yeah.
Because it's a service that provides people that get clicks. A product would be one of the products we have, Mail Torpedo or an autoresponder. Why is that beneficial? Well, it gives you the opportunity to send thousands of emails throughout the day. You can look at the response rates. You can see how many clicks they've had. You can see how long they've been opening, if it's opened right now. It's a different way to sell. So even when you get into affiliate marketing, those are the two arenas that, one's a product and one's a service. And you have to promote those things differently. And a lot of people don't get that. They're like, well, I got to do a product differently than I got a service. How come no one told me this? Well, because at the end of the day, you bought a product. They put all the responsibility on you if you're going to make it successful, because they're a success because you bought their product. Now it's up for you to market it in a way to where now money's coming into your pocket. That's another key, is when you get into affiliate marketing, is what you're buying, is it a product or is it a service? So that's kind of like that next kind of key. It's like, okay, so the first thing is having a game plan, right? The second thing is it a product or service? And then I think going into the third thing is really planning out your and this kind of goes back to the game plan, but it's kind of the third step, and you can probably agree with me on this, is looking at small goals. What I mean by that is, okay, so once I get my first sale, what do I do next? How do I get my second sale? How do I get my third sale? Building momentum.
Yeah.
Because you've seen this as well as I do, in especially in affiliate marketing. Person gets one sale. Oh, I have this mastered. I got this. This is done. Like, no, you made one sale. And 9 times out of 10, the guy probably felt sorry for, like, I've done this myself, or I bought from somebody. I'm never going to use the product, never going to go through their training. I'm never using it. I'm not going to do anything because the guy was just trying so hard. You're just like, what is it, $20? Okay, I'll
buy it. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I'm going to do this. It's going to be, I'm going to go to Starbucks. I spend it on 2 coffees anyways. You're working your butt off. I'll give you the $20. So it really had absolutely nothing to do with the product or your service. It just had to do with you. And that's the third key, 3.5 key is your belief in whatever it is that you're selling. That's why, I think that the best people, they don't even really have them anymore, but you go into like these department stores, right? And this was like probably back in the 80s or early 90s. So I'm dating myself, of course. You'd walk by like the men's department, right? Did you ever have the woman who would spray you with cologne? And she'd tell you the whole story. She's like, this cologne is like laying on a beach with you and your wife, and you're drinking you're drinking a pina colada, and the ocean breeze is hitting you, and the sun is hitting your face. And she's, she just came back from something. She's listening, and she builds this whole story for you. You smell like shit because she built this whole story. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll absolutely buy it. Or something that this, and I had a girl who used to work at Dillard's. What she would do is her friend, to sell cologne, she would spray a guy, right? And a girl would come by, an attractive woman, and say, "It smells really good. Who is that? Someone smells really," or they'll say something like, "Someone smells really good over here." And the guy's like, "Oh, it's me." Pretty attractive woman that wasn't there, sprayed the cologne all day long, like shooting fish in a barrel. So again, belief in game, that's 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You were going to say something?
Well, all I was just thinking about is, you're talking about passing traffic. If when you've got somebody walking past the spray person, a lot of people still think that getting traffic to their website or to their affiliate product is a tough ask for them as well. And actually, traffic is I suppose the least of your worries, really, because there is just so much traffic out there. I mean, there's millions of people looking for products all day long, every day. So, I think it's tapping into that traffic, but also, as kind of you just talked about, is figuring out a way of stepping in front of that traffic so that, your product is right there in front of them. And, there's 2 ways to do that. You've got the free route, and then you've got the paid route. Obviously, paid is much quicker. And I suppose one of the downside to paid traffic is that a lot of people just throw money at it, assuming that they're going to get a lot of sales. But that's it takes a lot more planning than that. But then the free route, the free route side of things is it takes a little bit longer. If you're doing Facebook posts and tweets and blogging, article marketing, forum posting, you name it, getting your message out there. It's all about consistency, and it's consistency whether or not that's the free route or the paid route. It's both the same, and it's got to be targeted, and it's got to be done the right way. And as we talked about earlier on, Bing for us is pretty good. Sure, we don't get as much traffic from Bing as we would say from AdWords from Google, but that doesn't mean that it's worse. In fact, it's actually better traffic because less is more in this case, because it's a smaller search engine, the smaller volumes. It's better quality.
Absolutely.
Because someone's had to go in and they've had to go onto Bing, and then they've had to read through all of the ads that are on there, select yours, go onto your landing page. So they're kind of warming themselves up really to a sale just purely by going onto Bing as opposed to Google.
And I think that's another thing too, is that affiliate marketing, there's so many products out there. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of products, and there's stuff that gets, there's hundreds of products that get introduced every single day. So I remember I saw this one thing on Facebook. This was like probably 6 months ago, and it was a traffic. No, it wasn't a traffic one. They were selling what was it? It was information marketing. So it's pretty much how it was like selling ebooks. Essentially, gave you like 20 ebooks that you would sell.
Yeah.
And what it was a guy choking another guy, right? And it says, "Do you feel like this every Monday morning that you want to do to your boss?" And I was just like, "Wow, that's actually." I have no intentions of buying it, but I clicked on it, and their sales page was halfway decent. The price was $20. I mean, I got like 20 books out of them, and just to kind of look at what they were selling. But I think that's the second thing that you really have to do is you have to differentiate yourself from everybody else. So when we talk about these things, especially being new, it's overwhelming because when we have conversations like this, we're talking like, okay, you got a game plan. You got to be different. You got to believe in your product. You got to do social media. You got to do YouTube. You got to do labs. You got to do this. You got to do all these things. And just like you pointed earlier, there's just like, but this is only going to be 45 minutes a day, they said. It's only going to work an hour a day. What you're telling me is like, I got to be on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, and I got to be on Instagram now. And then, now there's, stuff like Blab, and there's Periscope, and there's, there's emails, and there's, I got to answer their calls. I got to call people. Wait, this sounds like a full-time job.
Oh, a job. Oh God, yeah.
It sounds like a job. Hold on a second. I was told that I was going to work 45 minutes a day and make 10 grand a week. You're telling me that I'm not going to make any money my first week, more likely, or first 2-3 weeks. You're telling me that I got to get on Facebook, and I got to get on Twitter, and I got to post, and I got to, do things like this, and I got to get myself out there. I don't know. Well, I don't know how to do that.
That's because they bought into the dream rather than the reality.
And that's the difference between, like we talked what our last Blab was, between being an affiliate marketer and being an affiliate owner. All you have to do as an affiliate owner is just sell people the dream. That's it.
Yeah.
As an affiliate marketer, you got to get on Twitter, Facebook, all these things. Where as an owner, I have other people doing that for me that are promoting my product. Yeah. And I just link them in the site. I just link them into my, I just like them all, and then it feeds me.
Yeah.
So but that takes time to get to. I think a lot of people don't get that, because it's just like that. It's like that glass ceiling, or that ceiling. You see people make money ahead of you, and you'll never, there'll always be a step ahead of you. Like, it doesn't matter if you're one of the best affiliate marketers in the world. The people that are going to make the most money are the ones that you're promoting the product. Hands down, it'll always happen that way.
Absolutely. So, yeah.
So then it's like, I think, maybe one of our next Blabs is how to make that transition from affiliate marketer to, that'll probably a later broadcast. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
But I think that the next key to affiliate marketing, and you would probably agree with this too, is really the question you have to ask yourself is, how dedicated are you going to be to this? Knowing everything you see now. Because you can't half-ass stuff like this. You can't. Because if you half-ass this, if you only spend an hour a day, that's the results you're going to get back. You're only going to get back very minimal at best.
Yeah.
So I think you need to make a decision like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. I'm not telling people like, hey, you should quit your job. And no. If you have the ability, if you have money set aside, you can dedicate yourself full-time to your affiliate program, that's going to be the best thing for you. This is not one of those things to where it's 4 hours a week. No. You're spending almost as much time, if not more, on your affiliate program than you would be at your full-time job. You're essentially going to be working, I would say, at least probably 20 hours at a minimum a week on your affiliate program.
Oh, blind. I
And
mean, look how many hours we do. I mean,
Jesus.
12, 14 hours a day. I mean, and that's going to scare a lot of people, but that's what I do. But there's a difference, though, I think. And the difference between, that realization that, you've done a job before and you've gone and worked 8 hours, and then all of a sudden you're sitting in front of a computer for 14 hours a day. The difference is that we love what we do. It's not work for
No,
us.
it's not. And you can't, one of the things I love about what I do is I get to help people become successful every single day. Putting them on Google, putting them on Facebook, whatever it is that I'm doing. I
Yeah.
love helping other people become successful because my thought process is the more people that I can make successful, the more successful I become. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's one of the things to me is most important is, we focus 100% on all of our clients. We're making sure that they're, we check in with them, make sure they're successful. And if not, maybe we got to change up the game plan a little bit. But that's just what, what we do, at Sharper Emails. We want to make sure everyone's successful using our product.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Do you think that a lot of people then make the mistake when they first start doing something like affiliate marketing or come online to earn money, is that they focus on the money, thinking, well, I can earn $10,000 a week or $10,000 a month. Do you think people focus on the money rather than on the product and the business and all of that sort of stuff? Because a lot of people, I think, when they first start online, have never owned a business before, have never even thought about it. I mean, I came into online marketing, I suppose, from that standpoint, is that I got made redundant from a job. They gave me a severance pay because I've been working at it for quite some time, so I had some money behind it. And I thought, well, what do I do now? Fortunately, my wife works. She's got a great career. So I kind of took a step away and decided to be a stay-at-home dad, if you like, really, and do the kids. And I wanted to do something at home. And then, of course, that was really the start, 2009, really one of the sort of first starts of the make money online industry. And I had no clue. I didn't know. I didn't know what a domain name was. I didn't know anything about hosting. Certainly couldn't build a website. I had no product to promote. So, of course, affiliate marketing was immediately attractive because I didn't need any of that, so to speak. I could just get stuck into it. But what I saw was the money that other people were earning, and I thought, I want some of that. And I focused on the money rather than the product or what goes into promoting that product. Do you think that's a big mistake that most people make?
Absolutely. I mean, I think, the problem is there is a lot of money to be made in affiliate marketing. There is. But the reality is that 1% of all the, affiliate marketing, the top 1% is what makes all the money.
Yeah.
Another 99% of the one that throws money at these people.
Your sound is fading in and out, buddy. I don't know if there's something going on with your mic.
Is this better?
No.
Is this better?
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now you're gone again.
Really? I'm not doing anything.
No, that's fine like that.
Oh, shit.
That's it. Don't move.
Don't move. No, I think people really do just focus on money.
Yeah.
And not to say that's not important, but to me, I want to look at what. Okay, let's say the goal is to make $10,000 a month, right? And let's say the product I'm selling is $29. Right? So let's just say $30.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that,
mm-hmm.
right? So that means if I'm getting, usually you get half of that, in your pocket. So that's 15. So you would have to sell, what, 500 just to get there?
Yeah.
500. You have to sell 500 of those a month just to get somewhere in the vicinity of 10 grand. That's a lot of sales.
That's a lot of sales. Yeah.
That's a lot of sales if you want to make 10 grand. And I think people don't get that. Like, they said it's going to be easy. Oh, I can do 10 grand. Because 10 grand, it is a lot of money, and it's not. It's I'd say most places where you're at, if you're making 10 grand a month, 120 grand a year, you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're comfortable. You're not driving a Mercedes or Bentley. You know, you're probably driving like an older BMW or an older Mercedes. You know, you're living in a nicer area. You're not too rich. You're right in between, right smack dab in the middle. You know, and I think that people get hung up on money and they're not hung up on the process. To me, I'm more excited about, okay, how do I sell 500 people in a month? How do I get to that? How can I build that kind of momentum? You know, I mean, let's say if you just go on the law of averages, like say with affiliate marketing, you would have you want the best websites convert at 5%. That's the best websites, I think, conversions are 5%.
Yeah.
From a cold lead. So that legitimately means you would have to put this is good quality marketing, at least 1 million people in front of your business to sell it, to get to $10,000 worth, 1 million people. And I think, you know, when you tell people that stat, they're just, oh God, that's too much. How am I going to get 1 million people? Well, there's ways to do it. You know, there's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's YouTube, there's paid marketing, there's, you know, Google. There's all these things that you can do, but that's the reality. And I think if you really talk to your upline, it's like, well, how much money have you really made? You know, it always concerns me when someone's talking about making a ton of money, but they drive a 9300 Accord and there's no AC. You know what I mean? Or, you know, or they looked unkept. You know, there's little things you can tell if someone's being successful or not. You know, and those are things that I would look at. That's just me, though. You know, if someone said that there's really, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, when you look at the sales pages for a lot of the products, you know, and I get them every single day because I'm on loads and hundreds of lists because I like to see what people are doing. You know, the common thread throughout the sales page is I earned $8,432.74 in 3 days just by doing this.
Right.
You know, it's so specific, which it's great if it's true, but the common thread through all of the sales pages is that they've earned a ton of money really, really quickly. And can you do that? Yeah, I think you probably could, but it's rare. That's really rare.
You would have to have a product that is revolutionary.
Yeah.
That nobody has access to yet, or that no one has really figured out, because you know this as well as I do. A lot of these products are all the same.
Yeah. Rehashed private label right stuff.
The only people that I've seen make money that quickly are 2 people, or 3 people. Gamblers, drug dealers, and strippers. That's it. That's really it. You know, I mean, I don't know that can make 8 to 10 grand in 3 days unless you're a multi-million-dollar business. I don't know anybody that can make.
Or a product owner, probably, because you've got an army of affiliates selling for you.
Yes, and that takes time, though. I mean, starting off, no way.
No.
You know, I mean, and even as a product owner, you know, you have to deal with chargebacks and you know, a whole list of things. You know, there's probably 10 things I can think off the bat you'd have to deal with as a product owner that could, you know, maybe that's what you're grossing, but your net is nowhere close to that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's one of those things that we'll talk about later. You know, why would you want to convert yourself from being an affiliate marketer to an affiliate business owner, essentially? So, yeah, when I see those things, it's like I follow ASU, right? And there's a blog. It's called The Double Zone. I think it is the one I follow. It's all ASU stuff. And in the comments now, I'll see it's like, oh, you know, I was just, you know, my grandmother's 87 years old. This old lady holding a check, and it's for like you know, find out how she made this money by just being on Google. Really, I mean, this, you know, we're commenting on ASU sports, but because, you know, it's a popular blog post, you know, people go in there and blog about, you know, or we'll talk about affiliate marketing. It's kind of crazy how big this industry is and how it's literally it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's on your phone, it's in your email, it's on your text message, it's on TV, it's on billboards, it's marketing to everyone. I think a lot. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I think what is interesting is that, if you've been doing affiliate marketing for some time, and just like you said earlier on, to make a decent living or an amount of money that makes you comfortable at the end of the month, you've got to make a lot of sales every month. And that's a lot of pressure on somebody to do that. Longevity as an affiliate marketer is an issue because you get burnt out really quickly because you've got to keep pumping through the sales to keep the money coming in. So I think what tends to happen is people really quickly start to realize that they've got to have some kind of residual income coming in every month. And I think, the best way to do that is to have some kind of membership site of some description that pays you a monthly fee. So you make the sale once and then you make money every month.
And I think that's why you've seen that change in the industry because, I'll say when I started, that was. Wait a minute, hold on a second. You think you're gonna make residuals off of this? No, it's a one-time payment of $10,000. That's you get half of that. That's it. There's no residuals. So well, but that's how you make money. I've always learned, reading Rich Dad Poor Dad and all these other multi-millionaires and billionaires is that they have residual income that comes in like clockwork every single month. Because to me, I have a boss that I have two bosses, my wife and my son, and I have to have consistent money coming in, and if you look at it like as an affiliate marketer, this is probably the most inconsistent business out there, especially in the beginning. And I think is a good change that they've done is, like you said, like having a membership sites where people are paying a monthly fee every single month. That is so important and so crucial to success. Like if you gave me an option between if it's the same product and one that has residual aspect compared to upfront, I'm going to choose residual all day. Even if you're going to pay me, let's say 80% upfront, but on the residual, I don't make anything, or maybe I only make 30% or 40% upfront, but I get 50 to 60% of the residual on the back end. I'm choosing that all day long. If you believe in your product and I sell it, I should only work once and get compensated for it over and over and over again.
Absolutely.
That's why you see. That's why you see a lot of, top people that like say insurance salespeople. There's the guy's been doing it for 23 years. But he's why he can walk in making $100,000 a year because he sold 1,000 clients and they're sticking with him because all he has to do is just go through his Rolodex every 2 months. All those people, he knows what's coming up, what's due, and he just resells those same people over and over and over. When you have that monthly membership fee, and there's little upsells you can do every single month where it's going to only increase it $1, $2, $3, $4, $10 a month. That's a little bit easier to chew than $10,000. You can have 600 people paying you $30 a month, and that's pretty easy. And you're getting half of that. You're making a pretty good income. You're making $6,000 a month just walking in the doors. Making $6,000. Compared to trying to sell with somebody over the phone. It's like, oh, but you're gonna make so much money, and it's only $10,000. It's only $500. Only $1,000. And that's why you see, that huge change where it's $50, $60 a month, $70 a month, $30 a month, $19.95 we'll give it free to you for 7 days. You just got to give us your credit card. You're seeing that change in the industry because of exactly what we talked about. All these affiliates were getting burned out. It's like, oh God, I gotta sell 500-600, and it's just me. I'm like, I have to get in front of thousands of people just to have the ability to sell, a program for $500-600 a month. There's no way. So I think that you're seeing that. I think product owners are becoming smarter, or products, or people who own the service, or whatever you want to look at it as, are becoming smarter and giving their affiliates that hey, we'll give you a small percentage of the share on the back end, because honestly, that's where all these guys make the money, as on the back end.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they do. I think if somebody's decided they come online, they've decided they just want to do affiliate marketing, they don't want to get into the realms of membership sites or anything like that. One of the things that a lot of people do is they'll just try and stick with one or two products and just promote the hell out of those. And they might actually quite really do quite well in the beginning for the first 3 or 4 months, and then all of a sudden the sales start to drop off, and then they start to panic. One of the things that I would certainly look at, if I wanted to do just purely affiliate marketing, is look at the seasons and what's coming up. We've got what Halloween coming up and things like that. Now is a good time to be pushing affiliate or making sales of Halloween products. Because people are looking for that right now. And then you're going to be coming up towards Christmas, and then so you're going to be looking at what is the best-selling toy or product out there right now. And then if you can tap into do some drop shipping or something like that, where you're then drop shipping the best toy over Christmas. Then in the new year, then of course we know that the new year, January and February, that's when the majority of people start a new business online. So that's when our affiliate products are going to go out, or you can start promoting other people's business opportunities and make an affiliate commission. Then you've got Valentine's Day, and you've got Easter, and then you've got the summer holidays, and then you've got summer coming up in general. So rather than putting all of your eggs in one basket, is look at the seasons, look at what's coming up, find a product, because that's going to be in demand right now, and promote that. Once that's done, move on.
Absolutely.
Something
else. And that's where having it, and I think that's where having a game plan and looking at the landscape is kind of important, because I'm going to say, anybody who's watching this 9 times out of 10 don't think that way.
No.
Just like, if you think about it, like at the beginning of the year, right? 9 times out of 10 people didn't have the Christmas they wanted, or they ate so much they gained 15, 20 pounds, right? They say on average, I'll say American, will gain 7 to 8 pounds over the holiday season. So over a 30 to 45 day period, they'll gain that much poundage. So then what do they want to do? Okay, I'm really sick of working here at the job I have right now, where I'm not making enough money. And now I'm overweight. So what am I going to do this year? From January 1st, I'm going to start hitting the gym every single day, and then I'm going to go own a business.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look healthier, and I'm gonna have more money in my pocket.
Yeah.
So they go out and do that stuff, and just like I go to the gym every single day, and it's so funny because I hate January, like that month, because there's so many people in there. It doesn't matter what time I go to the gym; it's packed solid. So realistically, I just work it at home for that month, and then once February comes, everyone's forgotten about it, and they're not doing it anymore. Then I can go back to my little routine. And then same thing with business too, is people are gung ho about it for about a month, and then that's it.
Yeah,
they I didn't make any money, and it's like, well, God, your market, it's gonna take 30 days for your marketing to kick in. And I think that's another thing too, is having an unreal expectation for your marketing. Any kind of good SEO, any kind of good internet marketing takes 30 to 60 days before you really see anything from it. I mean, you could agree with that, right, Paul?
Oh, absolutely. Certainly from an SEO perspective. I think search engine optimization, SEO now, has actually got, even though all of the Google algorithm changes, I mean, they change hundreds of times a year, but SEO is actually a little bit easier now, as long as you do it the right way. Give Google what they want. Stop trying to cheat Google, so to speak, because you might have some instant results, but you're going to get caught pretty quickly after that. So SEO is easier as long as you do it the right way. But as you said quite rightly, unless you're doing some very sort of local long tail keywords, it's not that likely that you're going to see a page one position in the first sort of 60 days. Really. No way. It just doesn't happen.
Even if you had $20,000, it's not even up to you. It's up to Google when they do their.
It's not about money. It's about positioning. it doesn't matter how much money you throw at it with backlinking and social media management, all that sort of stuff. It's not necessarily about the amount of money that you pump into it. It's about the way that you position your website, products, or whatever, to get Google to sit up and take notice of it. That's the way to think about it.
I was just thinking here about our conversation we had, and I know this can sound overwhelming to our audience, and just know that it does take time and it does take dedication. But just like with anything, as long as you just stick with it. I mean, Paul, didn't know anything about 4 or 5 years ago, actually a little bit longer than that, 7, 8 years ago now, about how to build websites, and he builds amazing websites now.
Yeah.
6, 7 years ago, I know, right? And 6, 7 years ago, there's no way I would have been on something like this talking about marketing and all that. Right? I don't know jack squat about that, but now we own a couple companies that are pretty successful. So
yeah,
I guess one of the things that I just want to say to you guys out there, that it is everything we're talking about is not I'm not going to say it's easy, because it's not, but there is a formula and there is a way to do it. You can reach us at Sharp emails. You can reach Paul at his at multiple different things. You can go to our YouTube channel, and this is stuff that we talk about. So I'm not ending. I just wanted to make that clear that these are things that are going to keep going on, and that we're going to answer your questions. And I know this, to anyone out there, this does sound a little overwhelming, and it will be, but just know that there's people like me and Paul out there that will help you out.
Yeah, absolutely, all the time. What's really interesting here is that the position that we're in now to be able to help people to build a business is because, for me particularly, is because I started as an affiliate marketer. So right. I was trying to make money by selling other people's products, but and yeah, I did okay. I didn't make thousands and thousands of dollars that I was kind of hoping I was going to do, because there are those barriers that do pop up. You just kind of got to get over. Volumes of sales was the big one. But after about sort of a year to 18 months, and again, I was making consistent money, but it was hard work. What I realized is that actually I was making money. There was a lot of people who actually weren't. So how could I help them? And what I realized was that I'd actually learned how to make money online. So there's a product. And that's one of the evergreen products, really, I suppose. You kind of realize that you've learned how to make money, and you can teach that to other people. So that's kind of an evergreen product. And I think it's almost a natural progression from affiliate marketing or making sales online. Is you've got to learn how to do that. And there are an awful lot of people out there who don't know. So you're ideally positioned to be able to teach them. And it kind of just sort of rolled on from there. So although it can be really frustrating at times as an affiliate marketer, because it is hard work and you've got to make a lot of sales day in and day out, what you've also got to realize is that you are learning how to make money online, and there are other people who want to know how you do what you do.
Absolutely.
And that's why we're where we are now, I think.
Absolutely.
So,
and I think that's I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's actually a really good journey to go on. It's frustrating, and there are always issues. Oh my God. I mean, always issues. Building a website, for example. When I love WordPress, I love to build websites in WordPress. But if WordPress updates, or a plugin is older and it needs updating, it won't work. And then all of a sudden, it's not plug and play anymore. It becomes plug and pray, and hope that it works. And so there's a lot of time that goes in. There's a lot of frustrations, but if you stick with it and you learn this stuff as you're going along, it's a great. I love it. It's a great business to be in. I have to say, I'm addicted. If I haven't got my laptop and I don't look at it 7 days a week, I mean, it's 8:10 on a Sunday morning here in the UK, and we've been on here now for an hour and a half. So
it's midnight my time, and I think the thing about it is I don't really ever look at this as work, because
it's not work.
I absolutely love helping people, and the way that I look, and maybe this is kind of selfish, but the more I see that I can help other people, I know in return that means I make more money.
Yeah, absolutely
I
right.
help them become successful, then I become successful.
Yeah.
And that's my whole focus. Like, how can I help you make the money that you need? Because the money that you need now comes back to me, you know.
What would you say are the kind of the I suppose the top three? Let's just top three. Let's just say top three problems that people have when they're trying to make money online.
Knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
time,
Mm-hmm.
consistency.
Yeah, and isn't that amazing? That's nothing to do with SEO or pay-per-click or copywriting or website building. It's the basics. It's going all the way back to the
It's
beginning.
it's just knowledge. How knowledgeable are you about your product? How well do you know the landscape, what your product is in? What is your competitors? What are they doing? How are they becoming successful? Can you, with your product that you're selling right now, do you know 2 or 3 other people that are doing what you're doing right now, and are they successful? That's knowledge.
Mm.
Consistency. Are you doing something consistently towards your business? Either even on your free time, are you looking up internet strategies? Are you watching labs like this? Are you watching YouTube? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you following people that are in this genre that are successful and learning from them, learning what they're saying, and seeing what they're doing?
That's why
And
I'm on so many lists. We've got products, and we're building products and we've got products coming out all the time. But I must be on 100 different marketers lists at least, and I get 300 or 400 emails a day. And do I buy some of the products? Yeah, sometimes I really do, because sometimes they're really good. But in a lot of cases, I'm on those lists because I want to see what other people are doing and how they're doing it, and then looking at those products or looking at the sales letter or the website or the landing page or whatever, and thinking, can we use that? Can we do something like that? We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just trying to make our wheel smoother to give us an easier ride.
That's where just like we talked about, that's where knowledge comes into play. That's where knowing your landscape. That's where knowing all those things come into play. And thank you for joining the conversation, Derek. That's where all of that comes into play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you follow the 3 key basics formula, which is knowledge, consistency, and time, that applies to realistically to everything. Anything that you want to accomplish and do, you have to have the knowledge, you have to have the time, you have to be consistent in whatever actions is that you're doing.
Yeah.
And that'll show you great success in really anything that you want to accomplish. And I think with internet marketing in general, affiliate marketing, is we don't want to tell them everything. We don't want to do that. No. We don't want to do that. And because if people really knew it was that simple, that I just have to be very knowledgeable about my product. They have to be very consistent when I do with the product, and then I just have to have the time to do it. If I have those 3 things, it doesn't matter what my product is. I don't have any excuses. I can be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that's a really key. That's a big key factor that a lot of people don't think about. That's a lot of people don't teach to that. In affiliate marketing or an MLM, they don't talk about that. They just talk about, you're going to make 10 grand this month. You're going to do this. You're going to follow this process. The process doesn't work. It's been unfounded. Because just trying to put something out there.
Yeah. Just slightly sort of going off track for a moment. I was saying I was on loads of lists. That I've been getting. There's a lot of emails that have been coming out that are promoting one particular product at the moment, and he's teaching you how to make money online. It's a how to make money online product. And the only reason that I followed it is because this guy, and he's a young guy, he's probably 21 or 22, very young guy, British guy. Nobody knows who he is. No one's ever seen him before. He's been sitting in the background, just testing his product, making money and writing his results down and how he's been doing it. And we were saying earlier on that it's not possible to make $10,000 in 3 hours or something like that. Well, this guy, he's made quite a bit of money. He's made, I think, almost $100,000 in the week from selling his product, and he's come from absolutely nowhere. But what he's done, very clever, is that he's approached all of the big affiliate marketers that have got big lists out there, and he's given his product away. So he's got a front end product which is it's on a dime sale, but I think it's probably just under $9 now. So he gives all of that every sale, that whole $9 to the affiliate who's promoting his product to his list. So he's making a ton of money by selling the product to his list, and then he's got obviously the upsell of the over-the-shoulder video tutorials and then one-on-one tutorials, which is where he makes his money on the back end, which of course is where the money is effectively. But so what I'm saying is that if you market consistently and you reach and talk to the right people, they'll do the work for you.
Absolutely.
And then you can really make some good money. And I think if you've been affiliate marketing and you've learned how to make sales and make money online, write it down, because other people want to know how to do it. And then there's your product. And it's really simple to do. Very, very simple to do. And then you get other people to promote it for you.
Absolutely. And I think that's, once you, just like we've talked about, once you know how you make money online, it's kind of like one of those, it really never changes. 10 years from now, the products may change, but the way that you promote them, it's about getting in front of the right people, enticing them with features and benefits, applying those features and benefits to their wants and needs. So, the feature is, hey, this is a very simple, product, and the benefit of the features that makes a lot of money. The benefit to you is it's so easy, and since it's simply easy to use, I'm going to buy it, because my want is I want something that's simple and easy, and my need is I need to make more money.
Yeah. Anthony, let me interrupt you, buddy. We got a poor internet signal. You may have just now completely disappeared on us. So jump back. Are you still there? I got you on audio only. All I can see is just you, or just the @ sign.
I see you.
Oh, you can. Okay. It's really hard to hear. I can't hear you now, buddy. You've gone completely.
No.
Maybe it's me at my end. I don't know. It's not as if we're next door. I am 4,500 miles away from you. So. No, it's Anthony, is it? It's Anthony, is it? It's always Anthony. It's always Anthony. It's never me. Never me. Oh, it sounds like a series of Doctor Who here. That sounds like I'm listening to a load of Daleks in the background.
Oh my
gosh. You got, buddy. I can barely hear you at all. I can barely hear. I think you've actually disappeared.
Text. We.
No. We can't hear you. We're hanging on your every word here, buddy, and we can't hear you. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's quite right in the chat. Let's carry on with this tomorrow now. Listen, thanks, guys. Sharp Designs, Derek, thanks very much for jumping in with a comment. And we'll be back on. We're going to be back on. Oh, love the hearts. Let's keep those coming. We're going to be back on probably tomorrow. And he's still trying to talk. Anthony, we're going to cut this off. And I'll give you a call, hopefully on Skype in a few minutes' time, and let's see if we can't put something else together, getting ready for tomorrow. Thanks ever so much, guys. Yeah, hey, we love doing this. So, anyone's got any questions or anything like that, we're going to be talking about all different types of marketing, affiliate marketing, we're going to talk about CPA marketing, email marketing, pay-per-click, getting traffic, building websites, the whole lot. Thanks for the ad. That's great. Yeah, we saw that. Thanks very much. We'll be following you back. So Yeah, we're going to be here. Come and join us. Come and say hello. Come and ask some questions. And we'll be back on tomorrow. Thanks ever so much, guys. And Anthony, I'll speak to you in a bit. And speak to you all soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.